Hey, what's up, guys? This is What to Tell, or as in the name I use outside of Tumblr, Stian. I got requested a few days ago by doing this video, and this is the first I ever put on Tumblr video of myself. And I put out a text post about. I did not know what to talk about in this video, so I asked what would be interested in what I should talk about, and I got a suggestion about I should write a story about a penguin and then read it up. So here we go, here's a story I wrote about a penguin. There was a little penguin by the name of Pebbles. Pebbles was born in a zoo. Pebbles' days usually consisted of wake up in the morning, eat a dead fish given by the weird hairless apes, play and sing with his friends, and then gaze upon a big mass of hairless apes staring at him through the invisible wall. And then eat dead fish again, and then go to sleep. This Pebbles does every day with all the other penguins except for the PePiPa-trio. The PePiPa-trio consists of the three luckiest penguins in the zoo. The three of them are named Pedro, Pipitta and Pablo. But why they so lucky? Because they get to swim through the rings that the hairless apes hold up. But what's so special about this, you might ask? Well, it is because when they fly through the rings, they get extra fish. And all the hairless apes sitting around them watch them, they look at them and smile. They always smile at the PePiPa-trio, but they never smile at the other penguins when looking through the invisible wall. Everyone wants to take the place in the PePiPa-trio, except for Pebbles. Sure, he wanna fly, but he do not want to fly because the hairless apes want him to fly. Pebbles want to fly so he can fly up from everyone. Fly away from everyone. Pebbles want to fly far, far away. Just like the feathered penguins do high up there in the higher ocean. Every other penguins talk about how much they envy the PePiPa-trio. And when they say Pebbles really should try. After all, Pedro is Pebbles' bigger brother. He just stare at the high ocean and say, "It would be nice to fly." But none of the penguins know what Pebbles really mean by this. One day, this big feathered penguin stopped to rest a little while before flying further on. All the other penguins were too scared to go and talk with this big penguin with feathers in different colors than themselves. But Pebbles got so amazed by this big penguin that could fly in the higher ocean, and he wanted so bad to know the secret. So he wobbled over him to ask. The big penguin smiled at Pebbles and said that all he needed to do was to flap his wings. Pebbles' eyes were glowing. He finally had a secret to fly. So of course he tried it. Right where he stood, he was flapping with his wings, but he did not fly. And all the other penguins were laughing at him because they thought he looked stupid. The sound of everyone's laugh, especially from his brother, made Pebbles sad. He wanted to cry, but still he did not want to give up. The big penguin was the only one not laughing. He looked at Pebbles and suggested to run before flapping his wings. Pebbles looked at him with the determination and started to wobble as fast as he had ever wobbled before. He started to flap his wings, but it tripped on his own feet and fell on his stomach. Now everyone was laughing even higher. Pebbles started to cry. Why? Why can't I fly? Why can't I fly in the high ocean with the other penguin? He said as he was crying his heart out. The big penguin came towards Pebbles and helped him up. He looked at Pebbles and said, "If you really want to fly, then there is a last way to do it, but it's a bit of a risk." Pebbles stopped his crying and said he was willing to do anything to fulfill his dream. So the big penguin picked up Pebbles in his beak, flapped his wings and flew high in the ocean. Pebbles couldn't believe it. He was actually flying. But it was not of his own. "Don't you worry," said the big penguin. "Now you have your chance." And then he threw Pebbles out of his beak. And Pebbles was falling. He flapped his wings again and again, but he was just falling. But he was just falling and falling and dunk! After a while, Pebbles woke up. He was laying on a big moving island of smelly, dirty stuff. He recognized some of it from what hairless apes were carrying around, were staring at him through. And then he saw it. The ocean. All around him. He was surrounded by sparkling blue ocean. He thought to himself that this time he was gonna make it. So he started wobble just as fast as before, flapping his wings, and he fell into the ocean. And finally he flew. He flew far, far away, finally reaching his dream. So that was the story of Pebbles the penguin. If you did not understand all of what I said, I'm sorry. English is not my mother tongue. But I will put the text up so you can read it, and maybe that will help you understand what I'm saying a lot better. So again, I'm sorry. And if you ever have any other requests for me you want me to do, then just inbox me and I'll see what I can do. Okay? See ya.